Hello, I'm Paul Pluter, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, and today I'm doing paid reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Remember, man cannot live on Google Ads alone. Quick wristwatch check. Ingenua. This is my lucky watch. Okay, here we go. Here we go indeed. Okie dokie. Hi, AC3. I'm Joey Bean. I recently purchased a used Rolex sub no date 114060 no date ceramic on the grey market for $69 US. Please let me know if you feel that was a good deal. But my question is, people recommend maintaining this watch every 5 to 7 years, but if it runs well, 7 years from now, do I still have to do maintenance and spend money? When there's an old saying, if it ain't broken, why fix it? What is your opinion on maintenance on a Rolex sub of this model 114060? So again, I would like to get your expert opinion on maintaining this watch and how often, if nothing's wrong, what should I do? Sending you $25 US because you don't do shit for free, and long live AC3 on YouTube. This is from Joey Bean. Okay, Joey Bean. Very, very, very good question. Okay. 6,900, what, 6,900 US? I think it's a little high. That's my own opinion. I think you paid a little bit high for the watch. Unused. Oh, okay, brand new. Would have haggled harder. Haggle harder. Did you get in touch with Kenny Nguyen? Jewelers on time. Now, I got to tell you, what do I think there? The 114060, fantastic watch. Beautiful watch. Beautiful. Now, how often would I service it? Look, there have been reports of people with Submariners who haven't done anything for 20 years. I generally think, my own opinion is, I would be finding a good independent watchmaker, okay? I would be using Kenny Nguyen Jewelers on Time. They do very good work at a good price. Rolex, I don't like sending anything back to Rolex. I don't trust them. I can tell you so many bad, nasty stories of Rolex itself there. And I gotta tell you the truth. I really, really think with Rolex themselves, I don't like them. I don't like them. I would be going to an independent. And how often would I service a watch? Look, I would honestly say to you, 5 to 6, see, you're taking it too literally. Once it's brand new there, I mean, you could stretch it to 10 years, okay? But it's probably not a bad idea to get a competent watchmaker to service it. He pulls it apart, oils it, puts it back together. I think it's, you know, I'd probably do that every 10 years. I've got a few watches at the moment which are probably needing service. I've got to be completely frank and honest with you. Let's go through them. Okay. My Ingenua. Okay. I bought that with service history from IWC. So, I mean, that had IWC service history. So, that's safe. I can leave that for a while. My Speedmaster Man on the Moon. That probably needs a service. I bought that's 10 years, just over 10 years old. It probably hasn't been serviced. It's keeping good time. It's working. I'll probably get it serviced in the next year or so. My Explorer 2, that's the Explorer 2 with the 24-hour, the GMT function piece there. My Polar Explorer 2. It's a 2004, 2003. It probably hasn't had a service ever. I'd probably be servicing that. So it's probably 13 years old. I'll probably getting it serviced the next year or so. My Reverso Grand Date, yes. Now that's a tricky one because that's a complication, double barrel, you know. I don't think that's ever been serviced. I've owned it. Geez, I got that in nearly 7 years now. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably coming up for a service. I've had it for 7 and I don't think it was serviced before me. I probably get that, I might even get that done through JLC. I'm just got to think about that. And finally, my World Time. My World Time, actually, it probably needs a service. I'm going to take it down to Max Switcher. He specializes in Patek in Sydney. I'll have to fly down. I don't want to post it. I don't trust anyone with it. I'll fly down and deliver it. Yeah, I'll probably get that serviced. That probably hasn't been serviced. I think that could probably do with a service. So I tend to say 10 years is you could probably push it to. However, with your subby there, I would honestly say to you, it's not so important on the service, it's are those seals. I'd get it pressure tested, because if you're going to take it in water, that's where damage can happen, because there's rubber seals. The rubber does perish, and that's where you're going to have big trouble. I think that's probably the bigger danger. And I've seen submariners that haven't had seals properly, and they let water in, believe you me. They're not, well, that's what's, well, you know, that's, you need the seals to have it waterproof. So I would say it's not so much the servicing that's the big issue, it's the seals. If you're going to take it in water, and that's why I wouldn't actually take my Polar in the water. I'd be very careful about that, because if the seals aren't right, ooh, you could really cause damage there. So I'd be more concerned about the pressure testing, the waterproof abilities of the watch than the servicing. But Rolex, look, I would say myself, every 10 years you should try and get it done. You know, there's a famous story, Philippe Stern, that's the one who just retired in 2009. It's Terry Stern's dad. He had a Patek 3940 perpetual calendar, and he never serviced it. 1 minute. He never serviced it, but you know, he wore it every day, and that was his watch. So you got to say, you know, do you service or not service? Look, I don't think servicing is a bad idea. It keeps the wheels lubricated. I think it's better. I like to know my stuff is serviced and running properly. That's just me. I'm a little bit anal. I'm very anal, okay? I am anal when it comes to my watches. But I got to get a few pieces serviced there. So some I will send to indies, independent service providers. Other ones I may send back to factory trained techs. So you've really got to do what you feel comfortable with. But I would definitely pressure test that baby. Don't take her in water. You should do a pressure test every 12 months on a piece if you're going to take the baby in water. Because water is so damaging. It gets sucked in, and oh, I've seen some nasty, nasty, nasty damage. So, yeah, but Rolex, it's a great brand. You know, I like to be more proactive. I like my stuff serviced. So I gotta do a few services, and yeah, I'll funds permitting. That's the other reason it's better to have fewer than more watches, because these things cost a fortune to service. I'm Paul Pluter on the ArchieLuxury channel. Tell me what you guys think of that.